So let's break these down. So we'll have on the 1 chord, on the D, we'll have, and that'll be riff 1 with that open D. Okay? When you get to the 4 chord, same thing, but pinch with the open G. Okay? And you just repeat that over and over again, get the hang of it over the... And then you go back to the 1 chord. On the 5 chord, and the 4 chord, and the 1 chord. Okay? In fact, it may be worth it to practice it without the third part, the number 3 riff. So you just did riff 1, and that would sound like this.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Cool. And then you'd add the riff number 3. Riff number 3 will be... over the 1 chord. Over the 4 chord, it'll be... and back down to the 1 chord. 5 chord. 4 chord. 1 chord. Alright? And so, I don't think you necessarily want to do that by itself on that D major blues jam track, but once you feel good with that, we'd add that to the D major blues. So we'd work on going with the 1 and the 3 riff together with the pinch. And you just do it over and over and over again, get the hang of it. Move up to the 4 chord, do the same thing. I should have pinched that. Let's do that one again. And you do that over and over and over again. And then the 5 chord will do that one. And you just work on that. Just repeat it. And then let's put all that into the D major jam track.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Alright, and that would be how you do the riff 1 and 3 together with the jam track. Quickly, let's go ahead and go through riff 4 and 5 the same way. You're just going to pinch. What is it? Yeah, 1 and 2 and 3, 4 with the open D. Okay, and over the G. Back down to the D. Nice. Over the 5 chord. It's so tricky today. 4 chord. And then 1 chord. Okay, and you just practice each of those, and then add the riff 5 coming after it. So you pinch on, and then pinch again over the 1 chord. Here comes the 4 chord now. Back to the 1 chord. 5 chord. 4 chord. Actually, 4 chord would be 5 chord. You do this, or and on the 4 chord you do the same thing, or and then back down to the 1 chord. Ideally, the point being you would isolate each one before we put it into the riff, before we put it into the jam track. Are you ready to do it all with the jam track? Here's riff 4 and 5 with the jam track.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Cool, and one more thing I want you to do this week is work on sliding to the root note, okay? I want you to first start approaching it from 1 fret behind that note. So if we're going for the note D, I want you to just come behind it and play what's called a grace note. So you still hear that one note, D, but it's coming up to it, D. It doesn't sound like D, it's just D, but you're approaching it from behind it. It's called a grace note, okay? Ideally, you get to the point where you're actually playing 2 frets behind it. It's a little bit more of an approach, but it sounds really cool, okay? So I would love for you to do that let's start it with 1 fret behind, and we're going to do it on D, and we'll do it on G, A, and D. So what you would do is play each one and practice it. So you're playing the note. What you would do is play each one by itself, D, and then follow it up with a grace note. Okay? D, and then with the slide. And do the same thing on the G. And that was not a good one. There you go. Or A. Okay? And just practice that both times, both ways. Then let's do it with a whole step behind. So you're starting. Start on the D, and then slide up from 2 frets behind. Okay, one more time. And then on the G, the A. Okay, and just practice that. Nothing crazy, just kind of get used to playing that note and being able to approach it and slide to it whenever you want. Alright, that's going to do it. Good luck. Have a good one.